Oh, actually, that has a CCM on the door.
Oh, there we go. What do you know?
What's going on, y'all? Kazxi here in ice cold Montreal. I'm here at the CCM headquarters getting ready for a tour, and you get to come along with me. We're here with a ton of your favorite hockey content creators, so get ready for some fun behind the scenes action while I show you everything I'm allowed to show you from the tour.
Chiavo, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you, thank you.
Like we're in a library.
That's quiet. So as we were walking into the lobby area, it was completely silent in there, like awkwardly quiet. But the first thing you see is this giant skate wall. And it got me wondering, what is the oldest skate on this wall that you either owned or remember seeing others wear? And while you're thinking about your answer, let's hear from a few friends that you might recognize.
Gotta move down the wall.
Okay.
Oh. Wow.
If you look over here, none of these. The tube skate, way before my time.
We're in the modern era here. Backtracking, I'm backtracking.
I'd say,
You're slowing down, okay.
The pump seemed kind of familiar.
This might be sad to say. I remember as a kid seeing like commercials about these. I think maybe Le Cavalier rocks these and maybe Ovi.
Okay.
This was when Ovechkin had his own line of skates, and I had his Ovechkin stick, and I thought it was the greatest.
I was gonna say, how do you feel using his stick and skates? You're saying you use both?
Yeah.
I feel like that's gotta be like early 2000s.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess like 2003 maybe.
I got his colored laces. I got everything.
No way.
I rocked the bright yellow until Pee-wee's. So
Okay.
it's because it was a long
You're gonna say
time.
until last year.
Yeah, I still use them.
You know what? Maybe these and like probably like these. I also didn't have any expensive skates. So like maybe these are like the top of the line models.
Gotcha.
But I had like
A lower end
I don't
version.
even remember the skates I had when I was like 6, 7, 8,
Right.
9.
And then I actually had a pair of these
Gotcha.
growing up. These were sick. OG
Yo, what is
pumps.
that? What is that? I was looking at that earlier.
Yeah, so you pump this up and it literally like squeezes around your foot. And they have it on the tongue
Oh, on
as
the
well.
tongue.
And I believe this technology came from Reebok.
I did have a set of pumps, but they were Reebok pumps.
That's what we were just talking about. So these are by Reebok.
Okay.
Because Reebok had like a pump basketball shoe. Oh yeah, they have it here.
Oh yeah.
the Reebok.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here you go.
I remember I was like in high school.
Okay.
And I was on the way to National Sports and I pulled over the side of the road. The guy had a bunch of skates. I don't know how he got them. Maybe he stole them from I think they're all like returns and stuff
Okay.
like that. So he just had this huge like garage sale for skates. And I was like, oh sweet.
And then these little green buttons are the air release mechanism.
So this was the most satisfying thing is that after you pumped it up, I think we got some good pumps in there. And then when you want to take them off, this is the satisfying part. Let the air out.
Quiet.
I loved them because I only paid $60 for them and they were worth like $300. And then I used them for a year and then sold them to a secondhand shop and he gave me $50 for them.
There you
so
go.
I was like,
Okay.
sick.
Now for the first stop on the tour, this is the Performance Lab. And this place is decked out with the nicest tiles I've ever seen. We're gonna get a chance to shoot some pucks and try out some unreleased gear. But before we do, we're gonna get an inside look at how CCM uses this room to engineer their hockey
You
sticks.
see all these cameras that are lit up with red? Those shoot out light. It gets reflected off of these markers that I have on the stick here.
And they use that to calculate a ton of different statistics,
Even on the blade.
which allows them to understand exactly what's happening to the stick when you shoot a puck. And if I'm being honest, I would not want to be this guy right now.
All right, if they call you up next, you going?
I think I got to if they ask me.
Right.
To demonstrate, they had two creators from Europe go head to head, while 30 plus others watched in complete silence.
The maximum amount of bend that they're getting in the stick.
All right, moving on. Now it's time for everyone to get some shots in. And I mean everyone, at the exact same time, which eventually led to... But we'll get back to that. For now, though, let's let this room clear out and see what else we can take a peek at.
I think we're doing the upstairs half of the tour by ourselves here.
On the second floor, they've got this sort of employee lounge area, and we totally crashed their coffee break. But they've also got these player stalls with their actual equipment.
Same gear I'm rocking, which is pretty crazy. After's rocking the XF Pros. Okay, wow. What is his shoe size? Holy, these are massive.
Now, my favorite part of the tour, unfortunately, I cannot show you. Their unreleased room and back labs were sick. They showed us how they stress test different equipment, some even with their own homemade machines.
Crosby also rocking the FT6 Pro line and some old school gloves.
Speaking of Crosby, I got to learn a bit about him, and I'm curious if any of you already knew this.
Look at this curve.
That's so flat.
So straight.
Negative flex on that thing.
I think I gotta try the Crosby.
You like it?
Not this curve. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when I shoot it, I'll like it.
Small blade as well.
I was gonna say it looks short.
Got junior blade.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Everything's awesome.
Yeah. So cool.
This grip looks interesting.
He's got some pretty unique specs, but I never would have guessed that our sticks are the exact same length. I do need a righty though, and actually I found what might be my new favorite stick.
I think it might be a little big. I think you need a trim right about there. Take a good 8 inches.
Yeah, not that one. I'm talking about the new CCM Vision.
I don't even know if I can show this yet. Unreleased.
Can't show that.
That's what I was wondering. Can I?
Eventually.
Do I have to blur that whole bit?
We got a challenge for Kazxi here. I'm gonna flip 3 pucks across the net. He's got to snipe it out of midair. We'll come back next year. Same challenge. How many years will it take for him to hit that puck?
At least 3.
Now we've got one more challenge here to test out the Vision, but it didn't quite go as planned. A bit of foreshadowing there. We got True Crew, myself, and Tape Guy Luke going head to head
It's like you're playing hockey your whole life.
to see who can go bar down first. And True Crew takes the dub, but of course we've got to see who comes in second, and that's when we kind of got shut down.
It's funny how it's wood core. What else?
That's the tech they use.
What else is it made of?